What's going on, guys? Thank y'all for coming back. Check out another Truck a Minute. Today we'll be talking about speed versus fatalities, and so speed in relationship to fatalities. I mean, of course, everybody knows that speeding, and I don't know. I think sometimes we speed just out of being habit, just out of being habit. But speeding in so many ways is dangerous. Um, and I'm not talking about 5 or 10 miles per hour over. I'm talking about, if you're in a 75 mile per hour zone, you're doing 100, you know, 20, 25 miles per hour over the limit in any place, 45, so of course the speed limits are put there for the roads, for the turns, the area. It's a lot of things that the engineers and stuff that put these speed limits out. This reason why they put these speed limits out. And for trucks, in particular for trucks, it's really not those speeds are not for trucks. Those speeds are really meant for cars. Like a trucker say, for four wheelers, for the four wheelers. And so it's not meant those speeds are not meant for big trucks. So of course when you talk about speed and fatalities, think about this. Think about this, guys. Let's say you're in a 25 mile per hour zone, and it's a C turn where you actually get off the road and you're making almost like a circle to get off, and it may be 20 miles per hour, and it may be even 15 in there. So let's just say it's 20. It's 20 in there, 20 miles per hour in there, and you have cars doing 30 and 40 in there. Okay. If y'all don't think cars will flip, then something wrong with you. Something truly wrong with you. Because cars will flip just like trucks will. Yeah, trucks will flip easier. And of course, with trucks, you have trucks. Oh, well, the speed limit said I can do 20. Well, bro, listen. If you have a truck and let's just say you're carrying liquids, just take the liquids out. You're not carrying liquids. You have a container that probably have, let's just say they have hooks inside the container that's holding something, but you're top heavy. You consider top heavy. You go around a 20 mile per hour curve that's probably meant to be 10 to 15 miles per hour for a truck and 20 to 25 for a vehicle. You going around it doing 20 miles an hour. Listen, you can flip a vehicle over and it end in a fatality going 20 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour. I know you say, well, how is that? How is that possible? I mean, just think about it, man. If you flip, let's say you're next to a curve, or a drop down. You're next to a drop down. You roll that truck or you roll that car and you're in a ditch and it kill you because you landed. If you landed on the side and the fall is deep enough, it flipped the truck over and the wheels are up. So now the top is smashed and it killed you. Okay, that's for trucks. And on cars, here's the other side. Because cars and people driving cars think, well, I can go faster because, it's a smaller vehicle. That's true. That's true. Maybe I should have shown uh how cars just cut trucks off every day. And I will be getting to those videos because I usually do uh I usually do live. I'll do live videos showing just what people just some of the things that people do. And of course I'm not just talking about Texas, I'm talking about the whole country. Most of these states people do so many stupid things. And in Texas, because a lot of the roads are so straight, that's where a lot of the speed comes from. And then not only that, if you're raised and you everybody's taught to drive, most people are taught to drive at a decent speed and you know the speed limit and whatever. Okay, listen, if you if and most people when they get by themselves, they drive like idiots. If you're a young person and you're driving and you know it's not good to be doing 80 miles per hour to 60. Well, that's number 20 miles per hour. Well, you'll get pulled over at that point, you know. But the fact is, if you hit somebody and you kill somebody or you kill a kid, for the most part, if you do something like that, man, it's over for you. Fatalities when it comes down to speed. Okay, so speeding, of course, just speeding is harder to stop. And one of the things that I've noticed here in Texas is that a lot of times the traffic is moving, and everybody might be doing 75, 80 miles an hour. Here's the problem with that. And I see it every day here. I see it every day. When one person stop or have to make an emergency, you'll see cars going to the left, cars going to the right, and then you'll see, and I don't think I've seen less than a 4 or 5 car pileup at a time here. And then not only that, you can see a 4 car pileup here, and then go about a mile down and see another 4 car pileup. That's because you're speeding. Okay, now let's talk about the fatality side. Fatalities are going to happen if you're going too fast. Your reaction time is not that good. None of our reaction time is not that good. So that's what it is. That's why for me, I well, I do speed sometimes, but when I say speed, it might be 5 miles per hour over the limit, and that's speeding for me because it's still over 70. But yes, 75 for me, and I don't. And to be honest with you, I don't even do 75 that often. So I'll get in the right lane, set my cruise, and just ride. You know. So let's talk about the fatalities for a couple minutes. Fatalities happen. You can't stop. So if you run into the back of somebody, you can end up killing yourself. You can end up killing the people that's in front of you. And if you're not paying attention, the person behind you not paying attention, there you go. You got a pile up now. And so when it comes down to fatalities, man, if you don't learn to slow down or leave early, I say this a lot. I say this a lot in these videos. Leave home earlier. Go to bed early. I know that sounds crazy to somebody, a grown person, tell another grown person to go to bed early. Go to bed early. Okay? Don't stay. You got these big bags under your eyes. They ain't there because you just have bags under your eyes. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. And I promise you, a lot of times, man, when you wake up in the morning, you're gonna feel a whole lot better, and you don't have to rush. And so we all have rush days. We all have times where we may have slept a little longer than we needed to, and we're rushing. So, guys, when it comes down to just driving safely, give yourself more time because with time, you're not going to be in a rush. And then you have people that's not even in rushes. I still got to get there fast. Cutting, weaving in and out of traffic. I get people cutting in front of me sometimes, and I'm telling you, man, it just be so close. It's so close. People cut me off, and they're so close to the front of my bumper. It's funny because a lot of times I can't even see them. Just so y'all know, truck drivers, we sit up high, and that's a good thing, so we can see a lot further in front of us. Because most of us, we look way ahead, and I do. I've been doing that for years. I look way ahead. I mean, of course, I'm looking in front of me, but I also pay attention to everything that's going on around me and everything that's way out. So I'm saying this in this video because maybe if this helps one person, and I know it's not, I mean, I know I probably sound like I'm preaching to people, but the thing is, man, leave early. Less chance of having fatalities. I don't have the exact number of people that have been killed on Texas roads right now, but because I'm from Louisiana and I live in Texas now, I will start tracking both. Now, Texas is way bigger than Louisiana, probably about 2 times, maybe 2.5 times bigger. So the numbers will probably be larger. So like I said, man, I appreciate y'all watching this truck a minute. If it helps, or if you can think of something that you want me to talk about when it comes down to trucking, or if even outside of trucking, if it's just cars, you know what I'm saying? So just tell me something in the comments. That way we can work it out, and I'll talk about it now. And I also had a comment. A guy came on. I guess he looked at my video, and because he looked at the thumbnail and saw a crash, or he saw a piece of the front of a truck on there, it's not clickbait, man. I don't do clickbait here. But I do look for interesting thumbnails, so that way, yes, when you see it, it's a serious deal. maybe I'm talking about something that's serious to me, and I'm just trying to pass it on. Just trying to pass it on, man. I'm not trying to clickbait you. Look, if this thing is gonna succeed, look, if you don't like it, you don't like it. I mean, don't just keep going past it when you see it, you know. But if I am giving you just a little bit of value, if it's something I'm saying wrong, let me know in the comments. Other than that, I'm not gonna get nasty with you, man. I appreciate everybody's comments. I appreciate the people that's coming through watching. We're gonna keep doing this. Truck a minute. I appreciate y'all coming. I'll check y'all out on the next one.